Au début des années 2010, les réseaux sociaux ont littéralement changé nos vies. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube ou encore Instagram, autant de vitrines où chacun peut exposer ce qu'il veut au monde entier. Certains y partagent leur expertise dans des domaines, d'autres parlent de leur passion, cinéma, littérature, musique, et puis il y a ceux qui ouvrent les portes de leur vie privée. Des photos de couples souriants, des enfants qui grandissent, des familles apparemment parfaites. On partage absolument tout, les joies, les réussites et même les moments intimes. Et plus l'image est belle, plus elle est admirée. Une chose que les gens oublient vite, c'est qu'une vitrine n'a qu'un but, montrer le meilleur. En effet, derrière chaque façade parfaite, se cachent parfois des réalités bien plus sombres. Aujourd'hui, j'aimerais vous parler d'une de ces familles qui en apparence semblait parfaite. Une famille admirée sur les réseaux sociaux, mais qui du jour au lendemain s'est retrouvée au cœur d'une affaire d'une noirceur sans nom. Comment un père de famille, présenté comme aimant, a-t-il pu devenir l'un des hommes les plus détestés des États-Unis? Comment une famille idéale est-elle devenue le centre d'un des crimes les plus troublants du XXIe siècle? Manipulation, mensonge ou encore meurtre, voici l'histoire sombre de la famille Watts. Sur ce, installez-vous confortablement, et voici ce qui s'est passé. Juste avant de commencer, laissez-moi vous parler du sponsor de cette vidéo, Proton. Aujourd'hui, notre vie en ligne est constamment menacée. Entre nos emails surveillés, notre navigation traquée pour la publicité ciblée et nos données personnelles revendues, il est devenu urgent de se protéger. Et c'est là que Proton intervient, avec deux outils simples, Proton Mail et Proton VPN. Proton Mail, c'est un service d'email chiffré de bout en bout. Seulement vous et votre destinataire pouvez lire votre message, c'est tout. Basé en Suisse, Proton bénéficie de lois parmi les plus strictes du monde en matière de protection des données, utilisées par des millions de journalistes, d'activistes, mais aussi par le grand public. Il garantit que vos communications restent privées. Et si vous voulez encore plus de sécurité, il y a Proton VPN. Il sécurise votre connexion, cache votre adresse IP et vous protège sur les réseaux Wi-Fi publics. Tout ça avec une stricte politique de non-conservation de votre activité en ligne. Proton VPN vous permet aussi d'accéder à vos contenus en streaming préférés où que vous soyez. Avec plus de 10 000 serveurs dans 110 pays, vous pouvez débloquer du contenu Netflix, Prime Video, Disney+, HBO et bien d'autres plateformes en un clic. Tous ces serveurs sont optimisés pour le streaming en 4K sans coupure, grâce à un réseau ultra rapide. Chez Proton, la confidentialité passe avant tout. Proton ne vend jamais vos données et n'appartient à aucun investisseur. Sa seule et unique obligation, c'est envers ses utilisateurs. De plus, Proton est une fondation à but non lucratif. Toutes les applications sont open source pour garantir une transparence totale. Et le mieux, c'est que les services essentiels que propose Proton sont entièrement gratuits, parce que la vie privée est un droit et pas un luxe. Fondé par des scientifiques du CERN, Proton est une organisation indépendante engagée à préserver sa mission, aujourd'hui et pour toujours. Donc n'hésitez pas à télécharger Proton Mail et Proton VPN sur iOS, Android, Mac, Windows ou encore Linux, grâce au lien dans la description et reprenez le contrôle de votre vie privée en ligne, et ça gratuitement. Notre histoire commence dans une petite ville américaine du nom de Frederick, située dans l'état du Colorado. Avec ses 16 000 habitants, Frederick est réputé pour sa communauté paisible, son développement résidentiel rapide et surtout pour sa proximité avec de grandes villes comme Denver ou Boulder. Les familles qui s'y installent recherchent avant tout la tranquillité, loin du brouhaha des métropoles comme New York ou Los Angeles. Frederick est considéré comme la ville la plus sûre du Colorado et figure également parmi les villes les plus sûres des États-Unis. Les appels à la police pour des crimes violents tels que des meurtres, des viols ou encore des vols à main armée sont extrêmement rares. À titre d'exemple, en 2023, la ville n'a recensé que 14 crimes violents, dont 12 étaient des agressions physiques. Aucun homicide n'a été enregistré cette année-là. Mais le 13 août 2018, un appel vient troubler cette tranquillité.
My name's Nicole, and I'm calling because I'm concerned about a friend of mine. I dropped her off at her house at 2 in the morning last night, and I haven't been able to get a hold of her this morning. And I've gone to her house, and her car's there, and stuff like that, but she won't answer the door, she won't answer phone calls, she won't answer text messages, and she's pregnant.
What's her name?
Shanann.
Alrighty, we do have a call in. Nicole will have an officer come out that way as soon as we can. I would just advise you, to not try to make entry into the house or anything like that until the officers can get there.
Okay.
La police de Frederick reçoit un signalement d'une certaine Nicole Atkinson, inquiète pour son amie Shanann Watts, mystérieusement disparue avec ses deux filles. Un agent de police se trouvant non loin est immédiatement envoyé sur place pour tenter de comprendre ce qui se passe.
How you guys doing?
À son arrivée, il est accueilli par Nicole, qui lui résume brièvement la situation.
Hi.
Here, Nicole?
Yes.
Okay. What's going on?
So, my friend, we were out of town for a business trip this weekend.
Right.
And I dropped her off at 2 o'clock this morning. And she was very distraught over the weekend, wasn't eating normally or drinking, and we kept trying to force it on her because she's pregnant.
L'agent se dirige alors vers la porte d'entrée de la maison et tente d'apercevoir un quelconque mouvement à travers les fenêtres. Mais rien, aucun signe de vie à l'intérieur.
Okay. No answer on the phone. Husband's on his way.
Il contourne ensuite la maison pour jeter un œil à l'arrière, mais là encore, silence total.
Yep, I've got to have more unless I get consent from him to go in. Because it could be grandparents came and picked him up, you know, it could be a lot of things. She left her phone's dead.
Le policier interroge un voisin, espérant obtenir des informations. Mais ce dernier ne sait rien, il n'a rien vu.
How you doing? You seen your neighbors today? No? Okay. Oh, we're just trying to get a hold of her. Sounded like she wasn't feeling too good and pregnant and they're just concerned.
Nicole, de son côté, contacte la mère de Shanann pour savoir si sa fille ne se trouve pas chez elle. La réponse est négative. La mère de Shanann explique alors qu'elle a récemment parlé à son gendre, Chris Watts, qui lui aurait affirmé que sa femme était chez une amie, sans donner de détails.
Well, I can't go in, but if they allow you to go in, I have to have the property owner's permission to enter.
Well, he's the property owner.
They told me Shannon was at her girlfriend's house.
Do we know who that is?
Do we know who?
Her phone number?
He didn't say.
Shannon, are you home? Police department, if anyone's inside, make yourself known!
D'ailleurs, Chris est attendu sur place. Il a été informé de la situation et a déclaré qu'il arrivait. Il est le seul à pouvoir ouvrir la porte de la maison et permettre à l'agent d'y accéder, afin de mener ses premières fouilles. Quelques minutes plus tard, un pick-up gris se gare devant la maison. C'est Chris Watts, le mari de Shanann. Il descend calmement du véhicule et s'approche du policier qu'il salue brièvement.
Scott, how you doing?
How's it going?
So this is the only vehicle she would have?
Only one that,
She would drive? Okay.
Sans perdre de temps, il ouvre d'abord la porte du garage. À l'intérieur, la voiture de Shanann est bien là. Quelques secondes plus tard, Chris déverrouille la porte d'entrée et invite l'agent de police ainsi que Nicole Atkinson à pénétrer dans la maison.
Mind if I come in, Chris? Okay.
L'objectif est simple, vérifier si Shanann n'aurait pas perdu connaissance quelque part dans la maison.
You checked upstairs, she's not there. I just want to make sure she's not passed out somewhere. Is she diabetic? Oh, you're fine. Her parents are out of state.
across country, North Carolina.
Oh.
Mais à mesure qu'ils avancent dans les pièces, ils remarquent qu'il n'y a aucune trace de Shanann, ni des petites filles. Et pourtant, plusieurs détails ne collent pas. D'abord, la voiture de Shanann et les sièges auto sont bien présents dans le garage. Ensuite, le téléphone de Shanann est retrouvé à l'intérieur de la maison. C'est Chris qui le signale. Il explique que Shanann ne s'en sépare jamais. Elle travaille avec son téléphone et c'est littéralement son outil principal.
Does she work?
Yeah, she works from home.
Oh, from home.
She works this is her lifeline. Yeah, that thing comes back. Now it's gonna start blowing up. Oh yeah. Trust me.
It was shut down.
Yeah.
Mais ce n'est pas tout. Le sac à main de Shanann est là aussi, et pire encore, avec ses médicaments à l'intérieur. Des médicaments essentiels. Ça en fait des choses bizarres.
This is her purse.
That's her purse. It's her medication. She takes these, her medication's still in here.
Le policier, pour essayer de comprendre, commence à poser des questions à Chris sur la relation qu'il entretenait avec sa femme. Il essaie de comprendre s'il existe des tensions, un motif, une explication. Pendant ce temps, les fouilles se poursuivent, et soudain, Chris découvre quelque chose d'inattendu, l'alliance de Shanann, posée à l'intérieur de la maison sur une table de chevet. Pour le policier, ce détail pourrait avoir son importance. Il envisage alors une hypothèse. Et si Shanann était partie avec les enfants pour quitter Chris? Il lui demande alors s'il a trouvé une lettre, un mot d'adieu, ou quelque chose du genre laissé sur la table de chevet. Chris répond par la négative. Mais plus les minutes passent, plus les questions s'accumulent. Que s'est-il réellement passé dans cette maison? Comment une mère et ses deux enfants peuvent-ils disparaître aussi soudainement, sans laisser la moindre trace? C'est alors que le voisin, déjà interrogé plus tôt, intervient de nouveau. Il informe le policier qu'il dispose d'un système de vidéosurveillance qui enregistre en continu la rue, jour et nuit. S'il y avait eu un quelconque mouvement, la caméra aurait forcément capté quelque chose. Chris et le policier se rendent donc chez le voisin pour visionner les images.
Is this on continually recording?
Yep. Well,
It's not, is it motion or is it?
event.
Okay, it's motion.
Any motion event that happens, I get cars driving from this street, And this is him at 517.
Pendant toute la nuit précédant l'intervention, une seule activité est enregistrée par la caméra. On y voit Chris déplacer son pick-up de la rue vers l'entrée de son garage. Chris se justifie. Il explique qu'il devait charger et décharger ses outils pour le travail. Rien d'anormal à première vue.
Because if there was any sort of action out there,
on his camera,
I would have got it.
like
Right.
we had issues the other week when people were stealing stuff out of like garages and stuff like that, and I had parked my truck
I had
here.
to park right here.
Yeah, so someone
See if
I can see
anything
where
happened.
someone tried to jimmy with a flathead screwdriver.
Yeah, I thought nothing.
Nothing for the rest of the day.
No, that's it.
All right, appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks. Hopefully something comes.
Chris et le policier se dirigent ensuite vers la porte de sortie, mais le voisin essaie de faire comprendre qu'il souhaite s'entretenir avec le policier en privé. Il lui confie à voix basse quelque chose qui le trouble.
Mind if you just want to go talk to him? I'm going to get his info real quick. No.
Back and forth, and if you look, he never moves his stuff in and out of the garage.
Right.
Il explique que Chris a un comportement inhabituel, trop nerveux, trop agité. Ce n'est pas dans ses habitudes. Et en effet, pendant le visionnage des images de vidéosurveillance, Chris gigotait dans tous les sens, croisait et décroisait les bras, regardait partout sauf l'écran. Mais le policier tente de relativiser.
He never talks, so the fact that he's over here blabbing his mouth makes me kind of suspicious.
Yeah, but I mean, put yourself in his situation.
Oh, I agree.
You know, anyone's going to be nervous. You don't know what to do.
Quelques heures plus tard, plusieurs agents de police reviennent au domicile des Watts. Ils expliquent calmement à Chris que s'il venait à se souvenir de quelque chose d'important ou s'il avait une information utile, il doit contacter immédiatement le poste de police. Les enquêteurs quittent donc la maison sans savoir que les prochains jours vont marquer l'histoire paisible de la ville de Frédéric. Le lendemain de la disparition de Shanann et des petites filles, un agent de la police de Frédéric contacte Chris afin d'avoir des informations supplémentaires. L'objectif est de préparer des avis de recherche pour les distribuer dans toute la ville. Chaque détail peut être crucial.
That's a different number now. This is Officer Goodman, Frederick Police Department.
And this is Chris Bob.
We're just trying to get some of your wife and kids' information entered in to put some alerts out there. Bella, do you know her height, weight, hair color, and eyes?
Height would be 42 inches.
Okay.
Weight would be 40 pounds. Hair color would be brown. Eye color would be brown as well.
Okay, does she have any scars, marks, tattoos?
No.
Okay. And then on Celeste.
She is 37 inches tall, 37 pounds, blonde hair,
Eyes.
hazel eyes.
Hazel. Okay, and again, no scars, marks, tattoos?
No.
Okay. Does Shanann have any scars, marks, or tattoos?
She has a scar on her forehead that only pops out every once in a while. It's from that car wreck she had a long, long time ago, but no tattoos.
Okay, yeah, well, if you hear something, obviously let us know as soon as you can, and if you can think of anything, if anything that might help us.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
All right, you have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Quelques heures plus tard, les médias prennent connaissance de l'affaire et décident de se rendre chez Chris pour réaliser quelques interviews, solliciter l'aide des spectateurs afin de retrouver Shanann et les filles. L'affaire prend donc une tournure publique.
I mean, right now I don't even want to just like throw anything out there. Like, I hope that she's somewhere safe right now and with the kids. But I mean, could she just taken off? I don't know. But if somebody has her and they're not safe, like, I want them back now.
This might be a tough question, but did you guys get into an argument before
It wasn't like an argument. We had an emotional conversation, but I'll leave it at that. But I just want them back.
Dans l'après-midi, Chris est convoqué au poste de police. Il doit maintenant répondre à des questions plus précises concernant sa vie, ses relations, son quotidien. Les enquêteurs cherchent à comprendre ce qui a bien pu se passer, et la conversation se concentre sur des aspects plus personnels de sa vie. Et vous allez voir que c'est à ce moment précis que les policiers commencent à découvrir des détails importants qui pourraient bien faire avancer l'affaire.
So I know it's hard to talk about. You mentioned that there was a hard conversation the two of you had about separation, your marriage and separation. Can you really get into that conversation with me?
I just needed to talk to her about how I was feeling, about how I felt like what's been going on with us for the last, what she's seen in like the last 6 weeks, because she was in North Carolina and I was down there just the last week. But from just being apart and just like figuring out who people are. It's like the best way for people to really find out who they are is to spend time apart.
I agree.
When we were together, we could feel like it wasn't there, that spark. I know it's kind of cliche, but that spark wasn't there anymore. That's why I got so emotional right there.
Okay. Emotional for you too?
Oh yeah, I was bawling my eyes out.
Looking back on that conversation, can you connect the dots between both of you being upset and crying, and here we are, and now she and the kids are gone?
I think about like, did I cause this? Like, did I make her feel like she needed to leave? Maybe she sat there and thought about it, like, do I really need to stay here right now? Like, if he doesn't love me, maybe I should just go.
Avant de poursuivre les événements, intéressons-nous de plus près à la famille Watts. Shanann est originaire d'Aberdeen, en Caroline du Nord. Chris, quant à lui, vient de Spring Lake. Leur histoire d'amour commence en 2010. 2 ans plus tard, le 3 novembre 2012, ils se marient dans le comté de Mecklenburg. Leur bonheur semble total. Le 17 décembre 2013, ils accueillent leur première fille, Bella Marie Watts. Puis le 17 juillet 2015, naît Celeste Catherine Watts, surnommée Sissi. À première vue, Chris et Shanann forment le couple idéal. Ils vivent dans une belle maison située au 2825 Saratoga Trail, dans la paisible ville de Frederick. Chris travaille pour une entreprise pétrolière, tandis que Shanann est très active sur les réseaux sociaux et vend des produits en ligne depuis chez elle, tout en s'occupant de ses 2 filles. Au moment de leur disparition, le couple attend même un 3e enfant.
I like that shirt.
Really?
Really? That's awesome. So pink means...
That's just the test.
I know. It just says the pink is going to be girls.
I don't know. Just the test.
That's awesome.
7 semaines avant les faits, Shanann et ses filles partent en vacances en Caroline du Nord. Le but, rendre visite à leur grand-mère et retrouver certains amis proches de Shanann. Mais durant ce séjour, plusieurs choses vont attirer l'attention des enquêteurs. Nicole Atkinson, l'ami de Shanann qui a alerté la police le jour de sa disparition, explique que ces dernières semaines, le couple se disputait fréquemment. Shanann en ignorait la cause exacte, mais pensait que cela avait peut-être un lien avec la famille de Chris, en particulier sa mère qui n'avait jamais vraiment accepté Shanann. Plus troublant encore, des messages retrouvés sur le téléphone de Shanann révèlent des tensions entre elle et Chris durant ce voyage. Chris ne répondait plus à ses appels, il restait silencieux et distant. Je n'avais pas vu les FaceTime, pardon de les avoir ratés. Je suis vraiment désolé, c'est tombé sur mon numéro pro. Oublie le terme rater mes appels. Putain, mais appelle tes enfants quand tu te réveilles. Tu ne nous as pas appelés une seule fois depuis qu'on est ici. Je sais. Et je vais les appeler en FaceTime dès que je me réveille. Je suis extrêmement désolé. Je me sens comme un con, ne m'en veux pas s'il te plaît. On pourrait croire qu'on te manque, mais en fait non. Si vous me manquez. Vous me manquez terriblement. Ces messages sont très importants. Ils montrent un changement dans le couple, un déséquilibre qui pourrait bien être la clé des enquêteurs pour comprendre réellement ce qui s'est passé. Quelques semaines après ces échanges tendus, Chris décide finalement de rejoindre Shanann et leur fille en Caroline du Nord pour terminer les vacances en famille. Mais au lieu d'apaiser les tensions, sa présence ne fait qu'aggraver les doutes de Shanann. Elle sent que quelque chose ne va pas, que Chris n'est plus le même. Elle envoie alors plusieurs messages à une amie proche pour lui expliquer la situation. Il m'a embrassé qu'une seule fois depuis qu'il est là. À l'aéroport, je l'ai embrassé, mais il ne m'a même pas touché. Même pas un câlin, rien. J'ai envie de pleurer. Dis-lui ce que tu ressens. Il dit qu'il n'y a rien. J'ai juste envie de pleurer. Les filles sont au lit, j'ai pris une douche, j'ai envie de passer du temps avec lui, il le sait. Mais au lieu de ça, il fait des pompes. Je pleure en silence. Il n'a jamais été comme ça. Il doit sûrement voir ailleurs. Il n'a pas de maîtresse, ne pense pas à ça. Il dit qu'on n'a pas de problème, que ce n'est pas nous. Mais il n'a jamais été aussi fermé, jamais. De retour à l'interrogatoire, l'agent de police souhaite désormais aborder un sujet sensible, mais potentiellement central. La tromperie. Chris affirme qu'il n'y a jamais eu d'infidélité, ni de son côté, ni de celui de Shanann.
So, is there anyone that you think that maybe your wife got close with?
If she did, it was very secretive then if that was the case, because I had no inkling.
No
at
idea.
all. No,
Okay.
it wasn't even a suspicion.
Okay, not one guy. Or girl.
If that was the case, I mean, I didn't have one suspicion about it. Like, if it happened, it wasn't even I wasn't aware.
I see pictures of you from a few years ago, and I see you standing before me now. Okay, you've gotten pretty fit.
Yeah.
Okay. You can imagine when guys start cheating or want to cheat, that's what happens.
Yes.
So tell me about it.
I did not cheat on my wife.
Okay.
I went from 245 pounds to
You were 245?
245
Jeez.
pounds.
And that's great, man.
Thank you. And I'm 185, 180 right now.
Okay. And I've got to imagine that maybe there was a girl that inspired that?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming out here with me, Christopher. I'm having a wonderful time. You mean a lot to me, and I'm glad that you're having a blast. I am so out of breath.
L'agent lui pose alors une question directe. Seriez-vous d'accord pour passer au détecteur de mensonges? Sans hésiter, Chris accepte.
You know that we have to get to the bottom of this. You know that? Yeah. Okay. Would you take a polygraph?
Sure.
Okay.
Le troisième jour suivant la disparition de Shanann et de ses filles, Chris Watts est à nouveau convoqué au poste de police. Cette fois, l'interrogatoire se fera sous détecteur de mensonges.
Yep, I know. I'll explain what that is here in a little bit, but you don't have to worry. It's not on or anything right now. It's not gonna buzz you or anything.
I've never done this before.
I know. A lot of people haven't had polygraphs before. It's not like a normal thing that people go through. A lot of people, obviously in law enforcement and places like that, they have to go through polygraphs for their job. But other than that, most people never take a polygraph in their entire life. So.
Yes, I have no idea what to expect.
Yeah. So how are you feeling today?
Sick to my stomach, honestly.
L'agent commence par lui demander de décrire rapidement ce qui s'est passé ce jour-là, avant d'entrer dans les détails, minutieusement, question après question.
I want you to kind of start from the beginning and telling someone, maybe a friend that you hadn't talked to since any of this has happened, and you're basically having to relay all of the details of exactly what happened.
So I woke her up after I got ready and everything, and then we had a talk about the selling the house and about separation.
Did she accuse you of anything?
I mean, being a woman, she's like, is there somebody else? I'm like, no, there's nobody else. I mean, this is me talking to you about this. This isn't like somebody came into my life and took me from you. This is, me talking to you.
So I want you to have confidence in the fact that you had nothing to do with this disappearance. We're going to find that out today. And obviously, I hope that if you did have something to do with their disappearance, it would be really stupid for you to come in and take a polygraph today.
Exactly.
Right? It would be really dumb. You should not be here right now sitting in this chair if you had anything to do with Shanann and the little girl's disappearance. Okay? Okay.
Put your hands together like you're diving in a swimming pool. Put your wrist on top of your head. On top of your head.
Sorry.
That's okay. And then just lean forward slightly so your back's off the back of the chair. Perfect. Let's try not to laugh you in the face. You can put them up just a little bit. There you go.
And the coolest thing about this is right now, there's only one person in this room that knows what the truth is. And in about 5 minutes, there's going to be 2 of us. So that's the coolest part, okay? And then I can go share that with them out there. Okay?
Okay.
The test is about to begin. Please remain still. Regarding Shanann's disappearance, do you intend to answer all of the questions truthfully?
Yes.
Is your first name Christopher?
Yes.
Did you physically cause Shanann's disappearance?
No.
Are you lying about the last time you saw Shanann?
No.
But I really need your breathing to be normal.
Okay.
You are like all
sorry.
over the place. So.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Like sometimes I feel like I'm not breathing enough, and I'm like that. I don't want to do that. So.
Yeah. Before 2018, did you ever say anything out of anger to a loved one?
Yes. No.
Do you know where Shanann is now?
No.
Are you now in the state of Colorado?
Yes.
Did you physically cause Shanann's disappearance?
No.
Are you lying about the last time you saw Shanann?
No.
Alright, how'd you feel? Same as all of it?
I think it was the same through everything.
For you.
It's kind of hard to relax.
I know, I get it.
Viewing Nicole Kessinger.
There's a whole bunch of us working on this, and we will until we resolve it.
He has no idea what I'm talking to you guys. Nobody knows. I think he's a really good guy. And, you know, I'm worried about his wife and kids.
And, you know, we appreciate any insight.
So, I met Chris at work, probably around the end of June. And he informed me that he did have 2 daughters. He also told me that he was currently in the process of a separation from his wife. And that's how it started.
Sure. Okay. And then did the relationship develop beyond friendship?
Yes.
You're so damn sexy.
Quelques instants après le test, les résultats sont sans appel. Le détecteur de mensonges révèle clairement que Chris a menti à plusieurs reprises, des incohérences dans ses propos, des détails flous. 2 agents vont alors le confronter sur ses mensonges et tentent aussi de lui faire avouer sa liaison extra-conjugale avec Nicole Kessinger. Mais Chris, dans un premier temps, reste sur sa défense. Cependant, les choses vont vite prendre une tournure inattendue.
So, it is completely clear that you were not honest during the testing, and I think you already know that. You did not pass the polygraph test.
Okay.
Okay. So now we need to talk about what actually happened. And I feel like you're probably ready to do that.
I didn't lie to you on that polygraph, I promise.
Chris,
I know.
Chris, stop. It's time. Just stop for a minute. Take a deep breath. I want you to take a deep breath right now.
There's a reason you feel sick to your stomach. And when people hold stuff inside, it makes you physically ill. And I can just tell on your face, I could tell from the second you walked in that you were wanting to just come clean and just be done with this. And I appreciate that because you knew sitting down in that chair that you weren't going to pass today. And you knew I was going to find out because I told you that. And then you continued to stay knowing that you could, at the end, say, you know what? I just need to get this off my chest. Like, I just need to tell you what happened. We're not here to play games. We're not here to do any of that with you. We just want to know what happened. So can you start from the beginning and tell us what happened?
Everything that I've told you, I did not lie on this polygraph. I don't know how much I could tell you right now. Like, I did not.
It's not even an option right now because you did not pass the polygraph. So I know you were being deceptive. So that's not even an issue right now. The issue right now is what happened to Shanann, Bella, and Celeste. That's the issue right now.
Okay.
Okay. So let's talk about that. I know you want to tell us. I can see it in your face. Holding this lie in is going to do nothing for you. This is where the rubber meets the road, Chris. Like, don't let this continue any longer, please.
I'm not trying to make anything continue. Like, I want them back home, like.
But you know they're not coming back home. You know that.
I don't know in the back of my head. I hope they come back home.
But you know they're not.
I hope they come back home.
Mm-hmm.
We just can't figure out why there's 2 Chris's. Okay? So we need to talk about that, okay? Not your daughter. I know. And this is very good.
I'm not proud of it. That 5 weeks I was alone, I was with her most of the time. She's a wonderful person. Like, I mean, she knew I was married, yes. And I told her we were going through issues, yes. And I told her that, you know, we were going to get, you know, at the end, like, you're going to get separated. Like, once I figured out what that was, I didn't know what that was going to be. I know. I saw her, took my breath away, and I'd never thought in a million years that could happen. You know, she accused me of it. I denied it. I didn't hurt her. I cheated on her. I hurt her emotionally. I cheated on her.
Here's the challenge that we have. We knew about Nikki, so we didn't need to ask you about her in the polygraph. I don't think this girl did anything to hurt anybody. Can you leave her out of it? Okay. Get back to your wife and your daughters.
Okay. Don't look into that like I don't love my kids.
Tell
I love
me,
my wife.
explain to me. You're crying with your wife that you're leaving her.
Yeah.
But you don't cry that your two little baby girls.
I'm hoping they're still around somewhere. I'm hoping they're still somewhere.
Yeah, but you
alive.
don't have them right now. You're not reading stories to them at night.
I know.
You're not giving them midnight snacks. You're not giving them their medicine. You're not waking up with them in the morning.
I know this. I love those girls to death.
Then show us that. Show us that.
Okay.
Chris, did Shanann do something to them?
No, I don't know.
I'm serious.
I have no clue.
No, you would have known because they didn't leave the house. Did Shanann do something to them, and then did you feel like you had to do something to Shanann?
They were at the house when I left. They were there.
They weren't there. They didn't leave. They vanished. Chicks are crazy.
Can I talk to my dad or something?
Absolutely.
Come.
Do you want to bring him in here?
No, I just need to talk to my dad. Like, he flew across the country.
Hey, Chris,
I can't.
how about this? If we brought your dad in here, would you please tell him what happened?
Can I just go talk to him? I've been in here for like 5 or 6 hours, and I'm like...
Absolutely. He deserves an answer.
It's your best friend.
Hey, Chris, we're going to let you have however much time you need, okay?
Okay. You gonna leave us in there or no?
Yes.
Okay. I know.
Tell us how long you think, or?
This polygraph failed it. Yeah, because there's
too much emotions.
So I mean, they're not gonna let me go.
Is there any reason why they shouldn't?
They know I had an affair. And they know. I can't complain about that.
Anything else you want to tell me? What's going on, or what happened, or anything? Or you know anything about?
When we had that conversation that morning, it was emotional. It was told her about separation and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to protect her.
What?
I don't want to protect her.
You don't want to protect her?
I don't know what else to say.
She hurt him?
Yeah.
What now? You hurt her. So she started hurting kids. I've ever. No, just this is rage. I hadn't.
What's that? Doing okay? You sure?
I didn't know what else to do.
I know.
I didn't know what else to do. I was so scared.
I know.
What's gonna happen? We're gonna help them get out of there. Chris, I know they're gone, but they're still your babies. And you're still their dad.
And you don't want them out there.
I don't want them out there.
And you don't want someone else to find them out there. You don't, I promise you. You give us a second so we can kind of get some things arranged. Do that?
Ronnie, do you mind staying in here with me? The problem is I don't even know if they believe me or not.
Like, married and something, or... About the horror about their African oil tank. Didn't know what else to do.
I think we have a picture of, is it Survey 319? I think we have a picture.
That looks familiar to you? What is that?
It's the PRC Survey 319.
Okay. Whereabouts? Just Shanann and the girls.
How old is this picture?
Today.
That's today.
That is for Shanann. Okay. And where are the girls at?
Here.
Are they in the tanks?
So you're good with the public knowing that Shanann killed her daughters?
I did not hurt these girls.
Are you okay with the public knowing that Shanann?
Yes, because I did not hurt these girls.
Il leur explique que Shanann aurait tué les filles, Bella et Sissi, de rage, les étouffant avant que Chris ne décide de s'en prendre à Shanann et de la tuer à son tour. Il leur explique qu'après avoir tué Shanann, il aurait enterré son corps et jeté celui des filles dans une citerne, située sur le site pétrolier où il travaillait. Les agents, choqués, l'écoutent en silence. L'affaire prend soudainement une tournure sombre. Mais les agents restent sceptiques. Quelque chose ne colle pas dans les récits de Chris. Pourquoi, si Shanann avait réellement tué ses filles, n'avoir tout simplement pas contacté la police immédiatement? Pourquoi ne pas avoir crié son innocence? Expliquer aux agents qu'il avait réagi dans un accès de colère. Au lieu de ça, il a dissimulé les corps, il a jeté sans le moindre respect les dépouilles de ses filles dans une cuve pétrolière, à plusieurs mètres de profondeur. Et surtout, il a soigneusement enterré Shanann, celle qu'il accuse d'avoir tué ses bébés, comme il les appelait quelques heures plus tôt. Ce comportement est illogique, incohérent et dérangeant. Pourquoi avoir honoré la prétendue meurtrière d'une sépulture tout en jetant les corps de ces filles qui, elles, n'y sont pour rien? Ça n'a vraiment pas de sens. Et c'est précisément ce que soulève un enquêteur. En salle d'interrogatoire, il va émettre une hypothèse, une théorie troublante, mais qui pourrait bien se rapprocher cette fois de la vérité.
Chris, I'm not sure I believe you. But what it looks like is that you found a new life, and the only way to get that new life was to get rid of your old life. And I think that you killed these girls before their mom came home, and then killed Shanann. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't add up. So either you're this monster who says, I just want this young, hot girlfriend, so I'm going to kill everyone and hope it works out, or something. So I think we're very, very close to the truth, but not quite there yet. So if you're not that monster...
I'm not a monster. I didn't
My baby.
Chris est immédiatement arrêté après avoir avoué le meurtre.
Chris, come stand up for me. I'm going to have you face that wall over there. Yep, just face it. Lift up your hands. Okay, go and face me. Okay. Let's walk up this way. Go straight. Go out that door to your left.
Mais une question reste encore en suspens. Comment cette nuit-là s'est-elle réellement déroulée? Chris a-t-il réellement agi sous la colère, ou bien y a-t-il une raison bien plus sombre? Peu de temps après l'arrestation de Chris Watts, une équipe d'enquêteurs est envoyée sur le site pétrolier où il travaillait. Le but est clair, vérifier ses aveux, confirmer si les corps de Bella, Sissy et Shanann se trouvent bel et bien à l'endroit où il les a décrits, et malheureusement, tout est vrai. Dans l'une des cuves pétrolières, les corps sans vie de Bella et Celeste sont retrouvés, jetés comme de simples objets, déshumanisés. À quelques dizaines de mètres de là, dans un terrain sec, le corps de Shanann est retrouvé, enterré. La nouvelle fait immédiatement la une. L'affaire prend une ampleur nationale. Les chaînes d'information en continu s'en emparent. Des dizaines de groupes Facebook voient le jour, chacun cherchant à comprendre, à accuser, à défendre et à juger. Rapidement, l'opinion publique se divise. Un premier camp se forme, défendant Chris Watts. Il présente Shanann comme une femme toxique, manipulatrice, certains allant jusqu'à dire qu'elle a bien pu tuer ses enfants. Chris, lui, n'a été qu'un simple témoin d'un drame, dont il aurait perdu le contrôle. En face, un autre camp majoritaire se mobilise pour défendre la mémoire de Shanann. Ils sont convaincus qu'elle n'aurait jamais levé la main sur ses filles. Pour eux, il n'y a aucun doute. Chris Watts est l'unique responsable. Pendant plus de 3 mois, Chris est maintenu en détention provisoire dans l'attente de son procès. Il encourt la peine capitale, mais pour l'éviter, il décide finalement de plaider coupable. Devant la justice, il reconnaît avoir tué sa femme et ses 2 filles. Aucun long discours, aucune explication, aucun remords.
Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who were not present in the courtroom today, I want to take a minute to summarize the nature of the proceedings at our status conference on People versus Christopher Watts this afternoon. Mr. Watts entered a plea of guilty to all 9 counts. Those counts include murder in the first degree after deliberation as to Shanann Watts, murder in the first degree as to Bella Watts, murder in the first degree as to Celeste Watts, unlawful termination of a pregnancy as it relates to Nico Watts, and 3 counts of unlawful tampering with a deceased human body. That as a result of his plea of guilty, that he will not face the death penalty. Sandy said it very, very poignantly to me. She said, he made the choice to take those lives. I do not want to be in a position of making the choice to take his.
Le 19 novembre 2018, le procès final s'ouvre. Chris Watts, vêtu d'une combinaison orange, est présenté devant le juge. Il ne dit pas un mot. Il garde la tête basse.
The defendant coldly and deliberately ended 4 lives. Not in a fit of rage, not by way of accident, but in a calculated and sickening manner. Shanann was 34 years old. She had married the defendant in November of 2012. Over the weekend leading up to August 13th, she had been at a work conference in Phoenix, Arizona, and returned home in the early morning hours of August 13th. We know that she got home about 1:45 in the morning. The doorbell camera on their home shows her arriving back home from the airport. Shortly thereafter, at least according to the defendant, they had what he referred to as an emotional conversation about the state of their marriage and about what their lives would look like going forward. What was said during that emotional conversation, only he knows. What we do know is that shortly after that, the defendant strangled her to death with his own hands. We know that he slowly took her life the morning of August 13th. We know that this was not done in an uncontrolled, vengeful manner that he tried to describe to agents from CBI and the FBI. We know that our experts will tell us that it takes 2 to 4 minutes to strangle someone to death manually with their own hands. The horror that she felt as the man that she loved wrapped his hands around her throat and choked the life out of her must have been unimaginable. Even worse, what must Bella, age 4, and Celeste, age 3, must have experienced or thought as their father, the one man on this planet who was supposed to nurture and protect them, was snuffing out their lives. They both died from smothering. Let me say that again. The man seated to my right smothered his daughters. Why? Imagine the horror in Bella's mind as her father took her last breaths away. Your Honor, understand very clearly, Bella fought back for her life. The frenulum, the connective tissue between her upper lip and her gum, had a 1.5 centimeter laceration. She bit her tongue multiple times before she died. She fought back for her life as her father smothered her. Celeste had no such injuries. In fact, she had no external injuries at all. But according to the medical examiner, she was smothered nonetheless. In one final sign of callousness for his wife, his daughters, and their unborn son, and their remains, he drove them to a location that he thought no one would ever find them. To one of the oil tank batteries with which he was so familiar. He knew this was safe. He had texted a co-worker the night before saying, "I'll head out to that site. I'll take care of it." He had carefully ensured that he would be alone in the middle of the plains to secrete away the remains of his family in a place that he hoped they would never be found. In one final measure of disrespect for the family he once had, he ensured that they would not be together, even in death, or so he thought. He disposed of them in different locations. He buried Shanann and Nico in a shallow grave away from the oil tanks. Bella and Celeste were thrown away in the oil tanks at this facility. Different tanks, so these little girls wouldn't be together in death. Imagine this, Your Honor. This defendant took those little girls and put them through a hatch at the top of an oil tank, 8 inches in diameter. Bella had scratches on her left buttocks from being shoved through this hole. A tuft of blonde hair was found on the edge of one of these hatches. The defendant told investigators that Bella's tank seemed emptier than CC's because of the sound that the splashes made. These were his daughters. Significantly, when his co-workers arrived at the tank battery later that morning, to a person, they all described him as acting completely normally. It was a normal workday. We've all seen the emotionless interviews that the defendant gives to the local media, asking for help in locating his family. We watched as he claimed that the house was empty without them, and that he hoped that they were somewhere safe, and that he just wanted them to come home. He told investigators that they were at home sleeping when he left for work that morning, and that Shanann had told him that she was taking the girls to a friend's house for the day. All of this, Your Honor, for what? Why? Why did this have to happen? His motive was simple, Your Honor. He had a desire for a fresh start. To begin a relationship with a new love that overpowered all decency and feelings for his wife, his daughters, and unborn son. Even the morning after he killed them and disposed of their bodies, he made several phone calls. One was to the school where the girls were supposed to start, telling the school that the girls would not be coming to school anymore, that they were being unenrolled, presumably to give him some more time before law enforcement notification about them going missing. He contacted a realtor to start discussing the selling of his house, and he texted with his girlfriend about their future. None of this answers the questions of why, however. If he was this happy and wanted a new start, get a divorce. You don't annihilate your family and throw them away like garbage. Why did Nico, Celeste, Bella, and Shanann have to lose their lives in order for him to get what he wanted? Your Honor, justice demands the maximum sentence under the agreement reached by the parties. 4 lives were lost at the hands of the defendant on August 13th for reasons that we will never fully understand, nor will we know. In the end, the Rusick family was much more merciful towards him than he was towards his wife, his daughters, and his unborn son. Prison for the remainder of his life is exactly where he belongs for murdering his entire family. Thank you.
Le juge, après avoir entendu les preuves et les témoignages déchirants des familles, le condamne à plusieurs peines de prison à perpétuité, sans possibilité de libération conditionnelle.
Words that come to mind when I hear the evidence in this case are a senseless crime and the viciousness of the crime. And equally aggravating in this court's determination is the despicable act of disposing of the bodies in the manner in which they were done in this case. I've been a judicial officer now for starting my 17th year, and I could objectively say that this is perhaps the most inhumane and vicious crime that I have handled out of the thousands of cases that I have seen. And nothing less than a maximum sentence would be appropriate, and anything less than the maximum sentence would depreciate the seriousness of this offense. Deputies, I would respectfully ask that you take this defendant into custody and have him serve the rest of his life in the Department of Corrections. We are in recess.
Chris Watts passera le restant de ses jours en prison. Depuis les meurtres et l'incarcération de Chris Watts, la justice n'avait toujours obtenu aucun détail précis sur le déroulé de cette nuit tragique, ni d'explication claire sur ses véritables motivations. Un agent du FBI décide alors de se rendre en prison, afin de s'entretenir avec Chris, dans l'espoir qu'il accepte enfin de livrer la version complète de ses faits. Et à la surprise générale, Chris accepte. Pour la première fois, il va raconter en détail ce qui s'est passé cette nuit-là. Pendant plus de 4 heures et 41 minutes, Chris Watts va parler.
The last thing we talked about was where the girls were. We never really got to talk about that night.
She got home like at 2 o'clock. I just had a feeling that she knew like what was going on. Saturday night was kind of like the last straw. I like going out with somebody and she had a account card and was like not trying. I don't. I felt her get into bed. She started rubbing her hand on me and we ended up having sex. But when I woke up later on in the morning, like I pretty much told her like I didn't think it was gonna work anymore. And she was like, I knew there was somebody else, I knew there was somebody else, somebody else. I couldn't just say, yes, there is somebody else, but then she said, never even see the kids again, never even see them again, get off me.
So then when did it turn?
I told her I didn't love her anymore. That's when it happened.
What happened?
She told me to get off her, and then I put my hands around her. Okay. There was already something in my mind that was implanted that I was going to do it, and I woke up that morning, it was going to happen, and I had no control of it. Like, why couldn't I just let go?
What was she doing?
Well, fighting.
What she said?
Oh, fine. Put Shanann in that sheet, carried her downstairs, backed my truck up.
So you put Shanann in the truck, and then you put the 2 girls in the truck? So Shanann was back there too?
She was on the floor.
What did they say about Shanann being on the floor?
Not be okay.
What'd you tell them?
She'll be fine. And it's just like, couldn't I have saved my girl's life? Couldn't I have done something? Why did I do it? I don't know. I wanted all my life was to be a dad, just to have kids, and they love me. They all that, and it just nothing made sense.
So what happened when you got out there?
CC was first. I put the blanket over her head.
And then the same for Bella.
It's like every time I closed my eyes, I started to hear her say, "Daddy, no," and that was it. I hear that every day.
Il avoue avoir tué sa femme et ses 2 filles dans l'unique but de refaire sa vie, vivre une nouvelle vie aux côtés de sa maîtresse, Nicole Kessinger, effacer le passé pour se libérer, sans femme, sans enfant. Il est allé jusqu'à commettre l'irréparable. Nicole Kessinger, de son côté, nie toute implication. Elle affirme qu'elle ignorait tout du projet criminel de Chris et qu'il lui avait simplement dit vouloir divorcer et recommencer à zéro avec elle. Actuellement, Chris Watts est incarcéré à l'institution correctionnelle de Dodge, une prison de sécurité maximale située à Waupun dans le Wisconsin, afin de purger sa peine de prison à vie. Chris Watts a tenté de réécrire sa vie en effaçant celle des siens. Derrière l'image d'un père aimant et d'un mari modèle, se cachait en réalité un homme prêt à tout pour satisfaire ses désirs, quitte à trahir les siens de la manière la plus brutale qui soit. Aujourd'hui encore, ce drame continue de hanter les esprits, non seulement par sa cruauté mais aussi par son vice. Une famille entière décimée, non pas par un inconnu ou un accident, mais par celui en qui elle en avait le plus confiance. Ainsi se clôt le récit sombre et tragique du meurtre familial de la famille Watts.
My daddy is a hero. He helps me grow up strong. He helped me not go too. He reads me books. He ties my shoes. If you're a hero, blue and blue. My daddy, I love you.
Merci infiniment d'avoir regardé cette vidéo, j'espère qu'elle vous a plu. Si vous avez kiffé, n'hésitez pas à mettre un like et à vous abonner, on vise les 100 000 abonnés. N'hésitez pas à me suivre sur Instagram ou encore Twitter, c'est généralement là-bas où je suis le plus actif et où j'annonce mes prochaines vidéos. N'hésitez pas aussi à faire un tour sur TikTok, vous y trouverez du contenu exclusif au format court. J'ai aussi lancé mon compte Spotify où vous trouverez toutes les vidéos YouTube postées là-bas. Vous pouvez soit les écouter sous format audio ou encore les regarder sous format vidéo. Parce que oui, Spotify a inclus les formats vidéo. N'hésitez pas à vous abonner et à mettre un avis sur Spotify, ça m'aiderait énormément pour le référencement. Et enfin, j'ai une chaîne YouTube secondaire où je compte publier des vidéos plus fréquemment sur des affaires beaucoup moins complexes et beaucoup moins connues. Donc n'hésitez pas, tout sera en description. Merci encore à Proton de soutenir la chaîne et les vidéos. N'oubliez pas de passer en première ligne de description pour profiter de tous les avantages qu'offre Proton, que ce soit Proton Mail, Proton VPN, et bien sûr il y a encore d'autres services que je n'ai pas mentionnés comme Proton Docs, Proton gestionnaire de mots de passe, Proton Agenda et j'en passe. Avec Proton, la sécurité n'est pas un luxe, c'est un droit. Sur ce, c'était Menko, et n'oubliez pas, la fin justifie-t-elle les moyens ?